Once upon a time, in a beautiful village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river, lived a little girl named Ronnie. Now Ronnie was no ordinary girl. Her laughter echoed with the joy of 1,000 bells, and her smile was as bright as the midday sun. She was the happiest and most cheerful child in the whole village. Ronnie's days were filled with fun and adventure. She loved playing with her friends, jumping rope and singing. Her favorite song was about a little bird that flew over the hills and valleys in search of happiness. And guess what? Ronnie believed that the bird was her and she would sing. I'm a little bird looking for happiness, flying high above the trees over the hills and valleys through the wind and sun. I'll find my happiness, my joy, my fun. One day, Ronnie decided to take a walk through the village. Her little feet skipped with happiness as she passed by the colorful houses with their flower gardens, the lush green fields where playful cows grazed, and the sparkling river that shimmered under the sun. The air was filled with the sweet scent of flowers and the sound of birds chirping in the trees. Ronnie took a deep breath and smiled. It was a perfect day. As she walked, she saw a group of children playing a game of hide and seek. They were giggling and shouting as they ran around the old oak tree in the village square. "Come play with us, Ronnie!" they called out. And without a moment's hesitation, Ronnie joined in. They all played until their bellies ached with laughter. When Ronnie finally went home, her mother asked, "Why are you so happy?" Ronnie, still giggling, said, "I played a wonderful game with my friends and we had so much fun. I'm the luckiest girl in the world," she said, hugging her mother. And you know what? Ronnie was right. She was the luckiest girl in the world because she knew how to find happiness in the simplest of things. A game of hide and seek, the laughter of friends, the beauty of nature. She didn't need much to be happy. And that, my little friends, is a very valuable lesson. Ronnie's story is a reminder for all of us that happiness can be found in the smallest things in life. A kind word, a helping hand, a moment of laughter. All we need to do is open our hearts and appreciate the beauty that surrounds us, just like Ronnie did. So, let's all strive to find joy in our daily lives, my little ones, and spread happiness wherever we go. Because remember, the world needs more happiness, and you and I can be the ones to bring it. Thank you for joining us today. Little ones, we hope you enjoyed our story. If you did, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up to like the story. And if you want to hear more stories like this, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get notified of our next story. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and always remember to keep your hearts open to the magic all around. Once upon a time, in a beautiful village, lived a little girl named Ronnie. She was the happiest and most cheerful child in the village. Ronnie loved playing with her friends, running in the fields, and singing her favorite songs. One day, Ronnie decided to take a walk through the village. She passed by the colorful houses, the lush green fields, and the sparkling river. As she walked, she saw a group of children playing a game of hide and seek. Ronnie joined in, and they all had a fantastic time. Then, as the sun began to set, Ronnie knew it was time to go home. She walked back, her heart filled with joy and contentment. She had spent a wonderful day playing with her friends and exploring her village. When Ronnie got home, she told her parents about her day. She described how much fun she had playing hide and seek and how beautiful the sunset was. Her parents listened attentively, and when Ronnie was done, they all sat in silence for a moment. "Ronnie," her mother started, "today you seemed very happy. What made you so joyful?" Ronnie thought for a moment. "Oh, I don't know," she said. "I just love playing with my friends and exploring our village." "It's so much fun," her mother smiled. "That's wonderful, Ronnie. It makes me happy to see you so joyful." As the days went by, Ronnie continued to live her happy life in the village. She continued to play with her friends, explored the beautiful places around her, and make her parents proud. So, little ones, remember Ronnie's story. Happiness can be found in the simplest of things. A day well spent with friends or family, the beauty of nature, or even a game of hide and seek. All it takes is a cheerful heart and a willingness to embrace the joy in every day. Just like Ronnie did. Thank you for joining us today, little ones. We hope you enjoyed our story. If you did, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fun and engaging stories. Until next time, stay happy and keep exploring. Once upon a time, in the middle of a big jungle, there was a troop of monkeys. And these weren't ordinary monkeys. No, sir, these monkeys were ridiculously Just ask them. One day, while they were having their morning giggles, one of them, a cheeky fellow named Chiku, slipped and landed right on top of a loudspeaker. Now, don't ask me how a loudspeaker ended up in the middle of a jungle. My job is to tell you the story, not explain the logistics. Anyway, as Chiku wiggled to get himself free, the loudspeaker crackled to life. Attention all animals. Get ready for the most LAUGH-tastic event of the year. The one, the only, the great jungle laugh-off. It boomed. Chiku immediately shot up the nearest tree and shouted, "I was born for this! The crown is mine, baby!" You see, Chiku loved nothing more than playing pranks on the other jungle animals, slipping banana peels under their feet, making them fall off their branches, or exploding coconuts on their heads. He was the undisputed king of the jungle pranks. But there was one animal who didn't share in his enthusiasm. Tara the tigress sat perched on a rock, meticulously cleaning her claws and not bothering to look up. "A laugh-all," she said to herself. "Ooh, waste of time. I haven't laughed since I was a cub, and that was by accident." As for Sweetie the snail, she was blinking very, very slowly at the announcement. "Oh, my, I might just participate," she said to herself, adjusting her glittery glasses. "If I reach the stage before the century ends, now!" Sweetie loved telling jokes, but she had a bad habit of starting a joke and forgetting the punchline halfway through. Still, she believed in herself, and that was what mattered. Then there was Bunty, the buffalo, standing in the swamp, belting out a song. "I'm gonna be the Joker! I'm a laugher, not a croaker!" he sang. The frogs around him immediately fainted from the terrible noise. "Bunty, you're singing off-key," croaked the frog wearing earplugs. But Bunty just smiled proudly. "I'm not off-key," he said. "I'm inventing a new key." The LOL minor. As the news of the laugh-off spread through the jungle, all the animals began preparing. Elephants used their trunks to paint signs saying, "Go! Cheeto, go!" Ants built a tiny laugh stage in the middle of a leaf. Even Rocky the rhino, who never laughed at anything, was practicing stand-up comedy in front of a mirror made of lake water. "Why did the chicken cross the road?" he asked his reflection. "Because it was bored with the jungle punchlines." Got him. He waited for a response, but seeing none, he sighed and said, "Okay, maybe I need some work." High above, in the hollow of the tallest tree in the jungle, sat Nani Owl, the oldest and wisest of them all. She took a sip of her tea and chuckled softly to herself. "Ah, the laugh-off brings back memories," she said. She opened an old chest and pulled out a golden clown nose. "Maybe it's time to remind these youngsters how it's done," she said with a wink. And that, my little friends, brings us to the end of part 1. Will Tara warm up to the idea of having fun? Will Sweetie remember the punchline of her joke? And will Chiku remain the prankster king? Find out in part 2. But before we leave, let's have a giggle break. Here's a joke for you. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything. Now, if you want me to continue the story, please let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more silly Until next time, keep being awesome, stay curious, and above all, laugh lots and lots. Bye.